And welcome back to Time to Play Sly Cooper Blind, Part 4. And apparently, it seems like I got all the keys, so we're gonna go take on Wally. So, going back to what I was saying before I just finished Part 3, the other two games that were gonna be on that whole Wi-Fi favorites list of Nintendo games, at least for the Wii side, I already got all the DS games. So the only two left I had to talk about, because I'm pretty sure I did mention Brawl. Yeah, I definitely did. So the other two, and I wasn't entirely sure where I should put them, was Mario Kart Wii, obviously, and the other one was GoldenEye, because it was just fun to play GoldenEye online anyway. First-person shooters for me are never fun unless it's a multiplayer game. And I'm going to stop talking because I believe this is a good cutscene.
Oh, delightful. We have a guest. The only thing is, I hate unexpected guests.
Listen, Raleigh, wipe up my family and steal what's mine? You better expect company.
Oh, I'm ever so sorry. How sloppy of me not to finish the job. Obviously, we should have snuffed you out as well. So, without further ado, let me make amends by what? Bloating to gargantuan size and squashing you like the insignificant bug that you are!
Bring it on.
Really? That's gargantuan size? Yeah, I'm gonna... Takes me a little bit to finally figure out the boss's pattern and understand the setup, like the lights that flash on the floor, but I got the hang of it later on. So, back to that whole list. Like I said, it was toss-up between Mario Kart Wii and GoldenEye. And I realized that I had to be right next to this guy in order to get a hit on him once he deflates. Okay, going into some of the comments, a lot of people have been requesting for a time to play for Pokemon. And that's where I realized, don't jump on the ones that have... Oh, look at that. He's playing the world's stickiest violin for me for dying. Yeah, a lot of people are requesting Pokemon. I'm not doing RPGs unless I can do New Game Plus, and even then, I don't want to do one that would take 30 hours to beat. The only Pokemon game I can see myself playing is one I don't even have. But I guess if it got enough votes, then I actually earned enough money, I could probably download Pokemon Snap and have that for a time to play. So I think so I'll leave that up to you guys. Is that at least a Pokemon game that you would want me to play? Because you're not going to see me do the handheld ones. Sorry, it's just not going to happen. So I think the two games so far listed, Banjo-Kazooie and Pokemon Snap. And I'm trying to think, what other game is left in the suggestions before another mystery box option? So, taking a look at that, I believe, well, I don't know. Your best choices are always to go with something from Mega Man or something from Sonic. Yeah, he really... Whoops.
You've beaten me! Well, gloat all you want, Sly Cooper. You're no match for Mugshot, my villainous cohort in Utah. You'll see. Mesa City is so well guarded, a snake couldn't slither in without setting off alarms.
Raleigh's section of the Thievius Raccoonus held detailed instructions on how to perform my ancestor Ryoichi Cooper's Ninja Spire Jump, a technique he developed while sneaking into the thickly fortified castles of feudal Japan. Finding a way off Raleigh's boat got a little tricky with the untimely arrival of Inspector Fox, who, failing to find me, busted Raleigh and his crew. With the storm machine out of commission, boats found their way back onto the ocean, and the mystery of the Welsh Triangle faded from memory. My gang and I loafed around England for a while, enjoying the pleasant weather, and then headed back home, excited for our next heist.
I took the liberty of pinning your mission map up on the wall. You can use it to walk
Oh, that was a
directly to
pretty nice
any levels
cutscene.
you've already visited.
Still not quite used to the options menu of this game, so I wasn't exactly sure where to go next. I didn't know if like mission meant like a side mission or not. So, yeah, I figured might as well just click on this one, see if it takes me to the right location, and obviously it does.
It had been a while since I'd been back in the U.S. Next up, the notorious Mugshot. Ruthless muscle of the fiendish five. What he lacked in brains, he definitely made up for in brawn. Turns out he wasn't always that way. He grew up as the run of the litter. A neighborhood weakling. The only friends he could turn to were usually found on the big screen. It was there that he spotted his first gangster, and he knew instantly that that's what he wanted to be. He spent the rest of his youth working real hard.
Couldn't help but laugh a little at that.
On his dreams of great power and respect. With enough perspiration, he realized that dream. He'd become a hard-boiled, street-brawling, tough-as-nails gangster, ensuring that he'd never be kicked on or pushed around again.
Who needs courage when you have a gun? Anybody remember that line?
So he's holed up in Mesa City, huh? I've always wanted to go to that thriving American boom town.
Sunset Snake Eyes. Not entirely sure what if the titles are supposed to have like these little secret meanings to them. I'm not sure if it's like named after like a movie or a book or something. So, or maybe he's just trying to be like how the DKC series always had that clever little name for the levels where it's like Blackout Basement. And yes, I learned here you could control the characters with the in the cutscenes with the.
Where is everyone?
Sorry, I'm talking.
But it's starting to give me the creeps. What do you say we take off?
And miss all the fun? Besides, I want to try out that new move I got from Raleigh's section of the Thievius Raccoonus.
You mean the ninja spire jump?
Yeah, do me a favor and read me the instructions again.
To landeth safely upon diminutive points, leapeth lively and presseth the triggering device with the round geometrical object emblazoned upon it.
So, jump and hit the circle button to land on narrow spots.
That's a rough translation.
Yeah, during part 1, people left in the comments that I could control their heads with the left and right analog sticks, so of course, at the time I had done part 1, I had also recorded footage for part 2, so I didn't, and I think I also did it for part 3 as well, so at that time I didn't know about it until, I didn't even try to do it until just now, when things finally got caught up a little. As far as time to play schedules go, I think I'm only going to do about 4 of them a week. And I don't want to do them on weekends. But I figured I didn't get this one out till pretty late, or I didn't even, not late. Yeah, I got it out late, a day late. But I'd rather try and get. That reminds me of Butch from Tom and Jerry. Is it anybody else? So, let's see, lost train of thought again. It'll come back to me. Oh yes, the whole time to play schedules. I'm probably just gonna get like 4 videos done a week, starting from Monday. Get it done on, and have the last one uploaded on Thursday.
What's with those flashing lights?
The latest in high-tech security. Electronic floor sensors. Step on them and you're a goner.
Nice touch.
They're safe to walk on while flashing, but it also means they're about to switch to a different sector.
Alright, so let's see, time to play Monday through Thursday for, at least until I get this one done. The whole time to play for Sly Cooper, even though I'm not even at 20% done yet. So who knows how long this might actually take for me to get done. Let's see, what else? Oh yes, of course. Friday, Ike was announced to come back in Super Smash Bros. For Wii U and 3DS. I did not think he would be the next veteran revealed. Man, that guy had a good shot. That was a powerful shot. Credit to him. Yeah. Ike being announced. Many of us thought it was going to be Mennonite or Wario. But, yikes. Oh, I'm pretty sure you guys saw the little blocks right there. I don't know what that is. I honestly don't know what causes that sometimes. I mean, I think it's also random. And I have to be very careful when doing this because, I don't know what's wrong with it. If I just watch the footage, there's no problem. But if sometimes if I put it in the editing software, those things come up and I don't understand what's wrong. I don't understand why it does that. I know I had a lot of problems when I was recording footage for Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. Those showed up like crazy. But once I changed it to 720 HD, I had about 99% less problems with it. And this is being recorded in 720. Yet it still will do that from time to time, apparently. Not very happy about that. Oh well. I'm wondering if anybody else really has that kind of problem. If anybody else has the Hop Hog HD PVR recorder, do you ever have that kind of problem? Or what other video editing software are you using with it, if you have that? I honestly like to recommend this, but I believe there's a new version of it, and I don't know if that's better or not. And I really don't have the extra $100 to go and try it out. Okay, so this weekend, or this next upcoming weekend, I'm going to try and get another list done. I'm not sure if I can do it. It's probably going to be there's the little thing again, don't know why. It's probably going to be the 10 changes or my favorite 10 changes in the Pokemon series. Kind of got stuck there jumping. The script's not even done, and I've been going back and forth just trying to get the things that I really wanted on that list. In fact, there's still a few things that I might actually have to change on that list, some of the entries. But for the most part, it'll be more of an informative list, not as much comical. And that can't really make it all that as humorous as previous lists. But that doesn't mean I'm going to be stick in the mud and be boring about it. So let's see. That's going to be the list that'll probably be done by next Friday, hopefully. I mean, really, hopefully. Let's see. Other projects up and coming. I'm going to have to play through a couple more parts of Sly Cooper just so I can get some footage recording in for... Yes! Man, that's such power behind it! Get some footage for the upcoming Mario Kart week. I don't know when I'm going to do that. I'm hoping maybe like near the end of June. Maybe the week before the end of June. But, you know, I still have to write down the script for the reviews and write down the scripting for the lists and everything. There will probably be a 15-minute challenge, but it's going to be a little different from what I've done before, and I just made everything worse at this part by touching the lights. Boy. If I remember correctly, prepare to see another count on the death toll. And I'm pretty sure I make a really bad mistake right here. Yeah, really bad. Which actually does remind me, recently I did get to play a Mario Kart 8 demo at a GameStop. My initial impressions with it, it's Mario Kart, it's on a new system, we're gonna get it. That's the way it is. I'm not gonna lie, it does not feel any different from previous Mario games, which is why Mario Kart Double Dash is still my favorite of the entire series, just because of how different it felt and how well it implemented some ideas. And I can't believe I almost went all the way over that. All the way over that hook. But yeah, I mean, like, the controls are really good, the music's top-notch. Okay, add 2 death counts. I'm not even keeping track of this anymore. I did get to try out some of the new weapons, which is exactly why I decided to hold off on making the list and try to add in Mario Kart 8 weapons on there, because one of them I was really impressed with, though I don't think I've gotten to try the Super Horn just yet. I can't believe they brought back the return of one of the weapons in the game, and I just thought it was absolutely a terrible idea. I do not like this one weapon at all. You'll see it on the list, even though I'm pretty sure some of you already know what it is. And calling it a weapon, you can't even call it a weapon. It's not. It's not a weapon at all. Yeah, I know the key was right there. I just wanted to see how many bottles I could find, but apparently I couldn't find them all. I missed 5 somewhere. Oh well. I did try the 8 courses that were on the demo, but unfortunately, I don't think I'll be seeing any of those. You'll be seeing any of those courses on the favorite Mario Kart tracks list. Hopefully, the other 8 will really impress me. Because, I mean, I know I'm sounding a little negative here, but in all honesty, Mario Kart isn't a game that to be played single player. You can, but let's all face the obvious fact and truth here. Mario Kart is a multiplayer behemoth. The best part about it is playing with other people, so that's why we're gonna buy it. That's why we're gonna get it on the. That's why we have it on the Wii U.
Mugshot certainly isn't shy. Okay, so we know he's here somewhere, but how are we supposed to find him? Mesa City is a big place.
Given that he's a bulldog, it seems only reasonable to assume that he'd choose to live in a giant fire hydrant.
That's some sound logic, Sly. Now you just need to find a way to break into the building's base.
Oh, I'm sure I'll think of something.
Okay, yeah, so honestly, I don't feel like I can't really get the full experience of Mario Kart 8 until I play, well, the rest of it. I'm just saying, first impressions, it doesn't feel all that different. Even when it goes anti-gravity, yeah, you can bounce off the little bumper things and bounce off other players, and you can get a nice little boost off of that. And I will say it's a lot of fun to have the rotating banana peels with you when you're doing that, because that way if you bump into someone, you get the boost, they don't. But I'm not happy with the fact that you only get 1 item now. Why only 1? Any other Mario Kart player, expert player, will tell you that you need to have 2 weapons. But I guess maybe it's to make it more fair for some of the other characters. And I can't believe they can actually find me up there. Wow, they're good. The other guy couldn't find me in a barrel. These guys can find me hiding in the bushes. Good job. Yeah, I'm not going to get through this part. I think I kind of ran out of time coming up ahead. Gonna have to figure this one out on my own. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to either find ways to attack them or find ways to just stay out of their light. So I'll try and figure that out, and I'll see you guys next time on Part 5, Time to Play Sly Cooper. So have a good weekend, and see you all later.